Hi, in this PPT, we would be discussing about Amazon Web Services and an overview about a few offerings, especially the database offerings given through it. We will be covering the basic of cloud computing, the benefits of using Amazon Web Services, and the AWS offerings in storage, compute, and database. So to start with, what is AWS? AWS is a part of Amazon.com and businesses. There are three main parts of Amazon.com and businesses. First is the consumer business, which consists of tens and millions of active customer accounts. Second is the seller business, where actually people buy things and sell things through Amazon.com. And the third is the IT businesses and the IT infrastructure business, from where the AWS actually come from. So, what is basically AWS? AWS or Amazon Web Services is a robust, scalable, and affordable infrastructure for cloud computing. The mission, in fact, of AWS is to enable businesses and developers to use web based services, now known as the cloud, to build scalable and sophisticated applications. So, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing has become one of the most discussed IT paradigms of recent years. It builds on many of the advances in the IT industry over the past decade and presents significant opportunities for organizations to shorten time to market and reduce costs. With cloud computing, organizations can consume shared computing and storage resources rather than building, operating, and improving infrastructure on their own. The speed of change in markets creates significant pressures on the enterprise IT infrastructure to adapt and deliver. Cloud computing provides fresh solutions to address these changes. Cloud computing is a style of computing where scalable and elastic IT enabled capabilities are delivered as a service to external customers using internet technologies. Now we will discuss the benefits of using Amazon Web Services. There are many benefits of using AWS. The first one would be flexibility. AWS enables organizations to use the programming models, operating systems, databases, and architectures with which they are already familiar. In addition, this flexibility helps organizations mix and match architectures in order to serve their diverse business needs. Second is cost effectiveness. With AWS, organizations pay only for what they use without upfront or long term commitments. Amazon actually takes advantage of economies of scales. It has so many customers that Amazon can actually keep very low prices for its offerings. For customers, it would lead to lower variable expenses than what they can achieve themselves. So it actually becomes a vicious cycle in which the customers are paying less and Amazon is actually asking for less money because it can take use of economies of scale and due to which that benefit is being transferred back to the customers. Third is scalability and elasticity. The customers would have no need to guess capacity requirements and the need for over provision. Organizations can quickly add and subtract AWS resources to their applications in order to meet customer demand and manage costs. Fourth would be security. In order to provide end-to-end security and end-to-end privacy, AWS builds services in accordance with security best practices, provides the appropriate security features in those services, and documents how to use those features. The last but not the least is the experience. When using AWS, organizations can leverage Amazon's more than 15 years of experience delivering large-scale global infrastructure in a reliable, secure fashion. We would now discuss some of the Amazon Web Services offerings. Amazon S3 is an online file storage system offered by AWS. It provides a simple web service interface that can be used to store and retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. It gives any developer access to the same highly scalable, reliable, secure, fast, inexpensive infrastructure that Amazon uses to run its own global network of websites. It aims to maximize benefit of scale and pass those benefits on to the developers. Amazon EBS, or the Elastic Block Storage. It provides block level storage volumes for use with Amazon EC2 instances. It provides highly available and reliable data volumes that can be attached to a virtual machine or VM, detached, and then reattached to another virtual machine. It's a volume based storage that is not associated with any particular instance, but it's attached to instances to provide additional storage. It's actually a volume independent and has a lifetime separate from EC2 instances. It can be attached to any instance to provide storage for that instance, but is detached from the instance when it terminates. Amazon Glacier is a low-cost storage service that provides secure and durable storage for data archiving and backup. In order to keep low cost, it is optimized for data that is infrequently accessed and for which retrieval time of several hours are suitable. With Amazon Glacier, customers can reliably store large or small amount of data for as little as $0.01 per gigabyte per month, a significant saving compared to on-premise solutions. We would now discuss Amazon EC2. Amazon EC2, or the Elastic Compute Cloud, is a web-based service that serves as a practically unlimited set of virtual machines and provides resizable computing capacity. To use EC2, basically a subscriber needs to create an Amazon machine image through which a virtual machine is requisitioned as on an as-needed basis. The capacity can be increased or decreased in real time from as few as 1 to more than 1000 virtual machines simultaneously as per the needs. And the best part about this is that the billing takes place according to the computing and networking resources one has consumed. So it is basically pay what you use. Amazon EMR, or the Elastic MapReduce, is a web-based service that enables businesses, researchers, data analysts, and developers to easily and cost-effectively process vast amount of data. It uses a hosted Hadoop framework running on a web-scale infrastructure of Amazon EC2 and Amazon Simple Storage Service, or the Amazon S3. We would now discuss the various database offerings provided by AWS. The first one is Amazon Relational Database Service. Though the use of non-relational database is growing, an enormous percentage of applications throughout the world still rely on relational databases. Traditionally, companies employed database administrators to handle the administrative tasks associated with running a relational database. This approach was expensive and error-prone. But even then, the companies continue using this approach to stay in the status quo. Amazon has created RDS to help companies take advantage of a less expensive way to manage their database needs. Amazon RDS is a web service that makes it easy to set up, operate, and scale a relational database in the cloud. It provides cost-efficient and resizable capacity while maintaining time-consuming database administration tasks. There are many good features of RDS, but the ones that are definitely notable are: first, it supports MySQL, SQL Server, and Oracle. Any required patches and updates to the database software are made by the RDS. It makes backup of the database according to the schedule that you set. So all the backups are stored in S3 where they can be retrieved at any time. They can be run on different instance types. It can be standard or provisional IOPS. In case of MySQL and Oracle, RDS lets you seamlessly increase the amount of storage associated with your RDS service. Unlike the traditional database administration, where deploying additional storage to a database is an extended complex operation which leads to a lot of anxiety, RDS makes the whole process extremely pain-free. The next thing that we would be discussing is Amazon DynamoDB. It is a fully managed non-relational database service that provides fast and predictable performance with seamless scalability. With a few clicks in AWS Management Console, customers can launch a new Amazon DynamoDB database table, scale up or down their request capacity for the table without downtime or performance degradation, and gain visibility into resource utilization and performance metrics. It enables customers to offload the administrative burdens of operating and scaling distributed database to AWS. So customers don't have to worry about hardware provisioning, setup and configuration, replication, software patching, or cluster scaling. It is designed to be high performance, extremely flexible, with high availability, all based on these following characteristics. The total amount of storage can be increased at any time. No downtime is required in order to resize a DynamoDB table. The schema is flexible. That is, you can add items to a record at any time without requiring an alter operation. Moreover, if we want to add a second address to an individual customer's record, no other customer's record needs to be changed and no additional storage needs to be allocated for all those customers' potential second address. Solid-state drivers are used instead of disk drivers. So DynamoDB avoids the dreaded latency of data lookups that require seeks across spinning disks by using solid-state drives that incorporate flash storage to increase data throughput and increases its performance. Performance levels can be changed dynamically while in operation. Also, storage is redundant to ensure high availability. It stores multiple copies of each record, thereby avoiding outages caused by hardware failure. Also, storage is dispersed across multiple availability zones. So it ensures that even a large-scale outage, such as the loss of an entire data center, does not affect the availability of DynamoDB. Amazon Elastic Cache is a web service that enables a master-slave based system-type performance with a relational database. The service improves the performance of web applications by allowing retrieval of information from a fast, managed, in-memory caching system instead of relying entirely on slower disk-based systems. Amazon Elastic Cache is a protocol compliant with Memcache, a widely adopted memory object caching system. So, code, applications, and popular tools used today with existing memcached environments will work seamlessly with the service. Amazon Redshift is a fast, fully managed, petabyte scale data warehouse service that makes it simple and cost effective to efficiently analyze all the data using existing business intelligence tools. It is optimized for datasets ranging from a few hundred gigabytes to a petabyte or more and costs less than $1,000 per terabyte per year, a tenth the cost of most traditional data warehouse solutions. It operates in Amazon's virtually limitless infrastructure. It's robust with each individual node in the Redshift cluster supported by EC2 instance redundancy. It automatically snapshots your DR into S3 to ensure that Redshift can recover from any unanticipated solution. It is supported by a large ecosystem of data warehouse tools that makes performing analytics easy. If you want to query our Redshift cluster directly, we can execute SQL against it via ODBC or JDBC.